Should I change the name of this? Because it hasn't been daily, but it's time for daily divination again. Um, Look, I'm just going through a lot of changes at the moment, and it has just been kind of pulling my attention in a lot of different ways. But it's not an excuse because, like I said, I'm sure I've said before, just how much I enjoy pulling for the collective and doing these readings. So, with these changes, I will be ensuring that I stay on top of my consistency with these readings. But just continue as you have been. Please continue to give me, grace, patience, as I, again, just kind of navigate this move that I am undergoing. But today we will be pulling from the Soul's Journey lesson cards, the Angel Guide Oracle, and finally the Moonology Oracle deck. We recently had a full moon in Libra, I believe it was. So these decks in particular, these three decks specifically, are kind of like my, I don't want to say tough, but they're very clear cut as to what it is that they're trying to communicate. So there shouldn't be very much, left up to interpretation. Sorry, trying to get this seat right. But let's go ahead and get started with shuffling.
Benevolent spirit guides, higher selves, and angels of this collective, benevolent angels of this collective, please provide us with two lessons. The two Moonology cards, the angel cards,
All right, let's go ahead and get started. So from the Soul's Journey lesson cards, we have Purpose. I know what I am here to do. And next we have Empathy. I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. Okay, I like that. Both right side up. Good to know. Next we have New Moon in Gemini. Communication is key. And then we have Third Quarter Moon. Adjustments are required. Okay. Then we have from the Angel Guide, Ask and Receive. And then finally, this is the only reverse card that we have from this spread today, which is great. But it is Cut the Cords. And like I said, this did come out in the reverse. So there may still be some cords attached that we need to release, that we need to cut, or potentially we might be feeling a bit of resistance or hesitancy to cut these cords. For some of us, we may not be aware of what cords need to be cut, but let's go ahead and just cover everything. So first with Purpose, I know what I'm here to do. And Empathy, I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. A lot of times I'd be feeling like I'm just pulling a personal reading, but I know that there is someone out there that is resonating and relating to this as well. But with Purpose and Empathy coming out together, we are being reminded of what our purpose is, and we are also extending empathy toward ourselves for the ways in which we have felt as though we have been falling short of our purpose. Just like I was saying in the beginning of this video, right? That, you know, I recognize and I know with certainty that pulling these readings and, you know, doing these messages is something that I was, you know, called to do, that I am assigned to do. And even with all of the things going on that has led me to, you know, kind of put it to the side, I am being reminded that I need to extend empathy towards myself for, again, just all of the craziness that I've been adjusting to and everything like that. So the same thing with you. There may be some sort of, you know, aspect that you have potentially have yet to accept, or that you have fully accepted in terms of your purpose and what it is that you feel that you are placed on this earth to do in this lifetime. But also extending empathy towards yourself for all of the changes that you have had to overcome and adjust to in order for you to, you know, live out your purpose and fulfill your purpose. And don't feel bad or feel like you are, you know, failing yourself by any sort of delays or, you know, I guess you could say like redirection from your purpose. Understand that everything that you are doing, everything that you are going through is in divine alignment towards your ultimate purpose, right? It's all serving a purpose. So next, with communication is key and adjustments are required. With this new moon in Gemini energy for the communication is key card, this is just expressing, you know, that there is some sort of like initiation of communication that is necessary for us. Now this communication can not only be, you know, with other people and us expressing ourselves to others, but this is also opening up a channel of communication with ourselves, with our, you know, spiritual team, being able to communicate and express what it is that we feel, what it is that we may have some sort of uncertainty around, anything that we might need help with. And of course, with adjustments are required, we just need to continue to kind of move with some fluidity as these changes are occurring, as we continue to go through these changes. Then with cut the cords and ask and receive, we are just simply, you know, being encouraged by our angels to, again, communicate with them what it is that we feel that we need, whatever support it is that we feel that we need at a particular time or for a particular situation, and be prepared to be open to receive that assistance and that support. But also, there are still some cords, there are still some, you know, there is still some resistance, some sort of limiting energy that is present within us that still needs to be cleared out. Now, granted, yes, for some of us, we may have already done some sort of ritual or some sort of journaling exercise, some sort of something that has been meant to, you know, release and cut these cords. However, there is still some lingering energy there. Now, again, this can be resolved through just your communication, through your own acknowledgement of it all. Apologies, the time was running out. But it is through the clearing of these cords, whatever it is that may still be like attached to you, whatever sort of residual, I'm sliding, whatever sort of residual energy, anything that could be just lingering on you, it is necessary to clear it out, to cut it off of you, right? So that you are able to move into your purpose with a whole lot more clarity and with a whole lot more like certainty, okay? So there are a lot of different ways, of course, that you can do that, but utilize your expression, your communication, acknowledge what it is that could be potentially still lingering on you or lingering within you or that has, you know, just sort of continue to hold you back in a sense, or just slow you down from fully committing and fully embodying your purpose. Okay. So that's all I got for you today. If this resonated with you, let me know in the comments with a moon emoji. Any phase of the moon emoji. And put that in the comments. I would greatly appreciate it. I am still offering personal readings at this time. They are available on my website. Attention, the number 2, intention.com. If you are viewing this on YouTube, subscribe to the channel so that you can actually be notified when new videos come up. If you're viewing this on TikTok, follow me here on TikTok so that when I do begin, and I will begin to start going live again. I promise. But again, with all of these just moving pieces, it's just been difficult to have the time to dedicate for 2 hours on a live. But aside from that, oh Lord, my hair is all messed up. Aside from that, that's all I got for you. So have a good one. I'll see you tomorrow, prayerfully. And just have a good rest of your day, you guys. Just have a good rest of your day. All right. With all this energy on the right side up, we're doing good. Okay. We only had one reverse card in this whole spread. So congratulations to us. We're doing big things. We are making moves. We are improving. We are. Okay. All right. Peace out. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.